did.
Oh, a minute. Go ahead.
I asked my mom a while back. I asked her, what made, after King died, what made white people seem so tolerant? And she says, Stephen, who told you?
Right.
and,
Fairy tale.
No, what ended up, right. What ended up happening is, tolerant is the key word. Tolerant meaning, we'll just put up with it.
Right.
And for years, that was the thing. I mean, you had incidences here and there, the Rodney King, OJ, and whatever. Mm-hmm. But then when Obama became president, it was like, oh, these niggas went too far.
All right. Do you really want me to just go? Because I
mean, we go.
All right, let me just.
Okay.
All right. So just to rant, I feel like people should, or if you think about it, you should be able to see that Trump is an overcorrection. People lost their shit. Let me rephrase that. Incredibly conservative, read maybe borderline, full-blown racist white people lost their shit when they saw a black man in the White House. A White House that black people built, for the record.
Correct, for the record.
So it was kind of his house. So, anyways, yeah, so they lost their mind, and for the first time ever, they experienced what the black community had to experience. Being in a country where the person at its highest level did not look anything like you. And you know what happened? They were afraid. Because at that point, they thought Barack was going to be the black president.
Right.
And on top of the whole Obama thing, I will go ahead and say that the more liberal and I don't even know what to call it. Like, liberal doesn't even make sense. The overly sensitive white people, okay, the overly liberal, borderline overly sensitive white people started infringing on the rights of the overly conservative, overly borderline racist white people. And black people kind of got stuck in the middle of that shit. These two groups have been going head to head and leaving everyone else in their fucking wake. Because, let me tell you the truth, nothing changed for black people from Obama to Trump. And I will say that in all honesty. Nobody can sit here and tell me that something changed. All that changed is, now you had the hope. You could tell your kids, like, one day you too could be president. No, you can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. You might have it in you to become president, but let's not, feed these kids false lies. Like, this whole system, your whole existence is pretty much you swimming uphill. There, like you said, you wanted to talk about survival guide, right? And this isn't just for, the black boys, because let's be real, by the time you're a man, you're kind of a lost cause. You either got it or you don't. I can't help you.
This get real.
But that's the truth. You are stuck in the middle. You're going to be swimming uphill. You're not even in the game. You're not even on the bus on the way to the game. Tell me I'm lying. Please, do tell me if I'm lying. Or if you think I'm wrong.
You're lying.
Don't just let me run off on this rant, but tell me that I am. Because I will stop. But listen to me. So, we have a whole community that is broken at its core. And for as much as we want to put together this survival guide for the black man, let's be real, you're just dealing with a symptom and not the actual cause. We're talking about a black community, both stateside and abroad, that is completely demolished, devoid. You real, especially as a black man, you're living in a world that is entirely set up for you to fail. So for your parents to come at you and be like, oh, you too can be president one day, is a hunk of, it's a dinosaur-sized turd. Your starting point. That you are below ground and you're gonna have to climb your way out. That's rule number one.
How do you survive the climb is my whole question.
You accept, like we said, it goes back to everything we said. It's, first of all, is accepting the fact that is where you are. One, right? Second of all, you're going to have to find a way to uplift the whole of the community. True, some people don't even realize they are in the hole. They're content. They have material distractions to keep them from feeling like they're not where they really are, which is just literally drowning in a pile of shit. As you bring to it, they don't want you here.
Correct.
Like, you literally are unwanted on every territory, and even at home, you're treated like less than dirt. That's home field for you. Now, how do you get from there to where you want to be? Like, you literally
that's what I wanted to go into. I put the post out.
Okay.
About the survival thing or whatever.
Okay.
And people have some really good ideas.
Go ahead.
They're going on even basic stuff, what you just said, because like my guy Antoine, he had brought up a couple things that I thought was great. Small things. He said you have to understand, for one, they think y'all all smoke weed. Number one. Now listen.
Go ahead.
He said, listen. He said they think y'all all don't know how to function. He think they think we don't know how to tie ties. They think we don't know how to do job interviews. They think all of that. That is the
you know
ground
why?
we're on.
You know why?
Why?
Because most of that shit is true. It is. They don't think it. It has been proven to them. Like, don't get me wrong. That's not across the entire board.
No,
but that is a real problem. But exactly, that's
it's been proven to them with a small sample.
Right, but here's the problem. Anecdotally,
there's a lot of fucking people.
There,
I could easily go through and say,
Steve,
every fucking block you go to, there's a black dude, there's some shit gonna happen. That's not necessarily true.
But
it might be in a lot of them, but if you say see, that's what happens when you start going through those
it's not
words.
Generalities, but that's the thing. Like, you said they think, and
what
it's
they
the thing.
think?
But again, it goes
He's
back.
saying I did a generalization too.
Right. But here's the thing. Right. So, I mean, what I'm saying is that every belief in this world, it's loosely based on truth. And like I was saying earlier, the things that he's talking about and the little things that we're talking about are symptoms of a bigger problem, which is the lack of support in the black community, the lack of education in the black community. Conditioning, poverty, all the things that are systematic.
And being content with everything that you just said.
And docile as a motherfucker.
But here's the thing, content comes from being provided resources that make you feel like you're not at the bottom. I have that flat screen TV. I'm not at the bottom.
Oh, come on.
I have my cell phone.
Now we get
I'm not at the bottom.
I
drive this car.
Yeah,
I'm not at the bottom.
And you know what's so real about
status
that?
symbols that aren't real status symbols.
It's funny because when we used to talk about that in college, the same people. We supposed to come together and shit, right? We talk about being collected, this, that, and the other.
Right.
But let a motherfucker come around with a fake pair of J's. Or a fake purse, or not being able to afford a certain car, or premium gas.
Right.
You automatically go from saying we need to be collective and grow as a people to you ain't shit because you don't have.
Well, here's
you walk around with saying one thing and then doing the complete polar.
Here's my problem. All the things that we put value in depreciates.
Right,
We don't know how to put value
and
into things that are worth
This is the
anything.
second thing that the point I wanted to get to. First of all, you want to rebuild the family structure, especially in the black community. Second of all, you want to really instill some financial education in the black community. Like, understand the concept of generational wealth, how you create it, how you maintain it. Because for as much as the little things are nice to have, being able to leave your kids a house that's paid for, a life insurance policy that's going to make them money, investments that are going to make them money so that they themselves don't necessarily have to work. So learn how to make your money work for you and not work for money.
But that has to pull away from the thing, because the reason that we're into the things that depreciate is because it makes us feel good.
It's an immediate gratification.
A Cadillac feels good.
But here's
Jordans feel good.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Third thing we need to third thing we need to do is, if it was even possible, the whole of the black community needs to go into therapy and work through their emotions. Like, literally work through the anger.
You didn't say that. You're right. That was another topic I didn't really go into.
But that's the truth though. Like, there is so much anger, there's so much frustration, there's so much lack of understanding, lack of self-awareness, or even anger about lack of self-identity. All issues that need to be discussed openly and move past. Because until you figure out where you are, what you should learn, and what is wrong with you, until you can actually look within yourself, see through, literally.
Because some of us have been taught to believe that receiving therapy is a sign of weakness.
No, but
that's the problem. I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
I agree.
Been shown that it's supposed to be
but
a
the
sign
truth of the matter is that I don't feel like the black community as a whole, again, not just like not just stateside, but like globally, has not done its due diligence in terms of introspection and like truly being like looking within itself and understanding.
Well, you said earlier about knowing where you stand on the board, right? But you also got to look at the factors that cause the board to be what it is. For example, think about it. Just take color off the equation.
Right.
And just use. I'm gonna just use an example.
Systematic.
No, but like you take a person out of their home, right? You throw them into another home where they're not wanted, and they have to take abuse on every level. So, like from economic to physical to emotional.
Here is what, like, I totally get that, and I said it's systematic, and it's basically like it's been going on forever. It's been set up. Yes, it's gotten to the point where it's damn near on autopilot. But look at it.
But I've had people that even on Facebook that have gotten upset. We need to get past that, and it's it's hard to say.
We do need to get past that, but that's exactly it. Nobody said it was going to be easy work, but it's something that we need to get past. Because understand this, even like I said before, even in Africa, home court, you're still treated the same exact fucking way you're treated here. Most of them live in poverty, right? Like people.
So Wakanda really is a fantasy, is what you're saying.
But exactly, like here's
what I see sometimes.
Like you said, Wakanda ain't even Wakanda, bro.
Here's what I see sometimes. It becomes one overlaps the other one and shit without people actually doing some thinking.
Okay.
When you hear white people say, "Get over it," and then you hear us say, "Hold on, let me finish," and then you hear us say, "Get past it." In reality, get past it means.
Let me tell you this. Let me finish.
In reality, is that we need to get past to a point where we stop being victims to grow.
Right.
But not. What I'm trying to. Okay, here's what it is. It's a split. It's like
I think what you
take a phrase, and one group says it, and it pisses you off because of the meaning they have behind it, and then you hear white people. But you're saying the same thing, but for different reasons.
Exactly. But here, I get what you're saying.
But you're saying the same thing for different reasons.
But here's the thing. There is, if you're not black, if you have not gone, like if your grandparents and great grandparents and whoever have not gone through the struggle of the black community, you are not allowed to say get past it.
I get it.
Like
no, I agree with you. 100%.
Everyone has what you're saying is, I think we're getting to the same point. Everyone has their own damn crosses to bear.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the whole of the white community, you have a great deal of privilege and a great deal of advantages afforded to you.
Okay.
That comes with your cross to bear. You have to be accountable for what people that look like you did, because you're benefiting from the actions of what people that look like you did. Your grandparents may not have had slaves, but you're in a better position in life because some white people somewhere had slaves, and because you look like them, you get to now enjoy all the benefits that come with having that appearance to you.
Now tell the other side of that.
Okay. Black people, you get to have, you have the ability to say that you were victimized for centuries, that you guys were ripped from your home, that we were stripped of our identities, that we were everything, and that's a huge disadvantage to be at. But at the same time, you have been afforded a lot of opportunities that your great grandparents weren't. Right. So to say,
and here goes where I wanted to. This is my point. I'm glad you said that. Now that we have those opportunities. Now what? Reading scores were the worst. Behavior were the worst. Everything we're at the bottom of the barrel in spite of opportunity. Why?
Because it's been systematically set up for you to fail. Like, everyone has their crosses to bear, like I said. The black community, there's bringing ourselves out of it is our cross to bear.